We already heard some approaches of how to innovate a company. Now we will hear some more maybe, because as I told you before, Technology Review has selected 50 most innovative companies, and some of them will present now. So please join me on stage, our next speaker, Robert Thielecker.
Welcome from my side to this wonderful evening at Startup Night. I'm Robert Thielecker, Editor-in-Chief of Technology Review, and as you said, each year we select the 50 most innovative companies of this year worldwide. And tonight, or this evening, we have the honor to meet a finalist and one of the very interesting ideas. So later you see on stage 12 finalists from 4 categories. So there will be category business model, technology, newcomer, and social responsibility. And for each of these categories, we select one winner, which we announce directly afterward. In the end, we will announce the most innovative company 2017. So it's going to be a real nice evening. Stay with us until the end and be fascinated and inspired as we did by the ideas which you will hear right now. I would suggest we just begin, because it's not about me, it's about the companies we invited and we honor today. We'll see the first category, which is business model. Firstly, you see a short introductory video naming all the companies in this category, and then the 3 finalists will join us on stage and having their presentation. Well, show the video, please, for the first business model. So welcome on stage our first finalist, which is Amazon, and David Kaiser will show us the future of Echo. Welcome. Greg, the clicker, and the microphone.
Test. Can you hear me? Good evening, everybody. My name is David, and I am country manager for Amazon Germany for Alexa skills. I'm thankful that we are nominated in this category for Alexa, and I want to start with the definition of innovation. When you look into the Latin word innovare, it means that you build something new or that you renew something. And when you look back the past 40 to 50 years, what we have built remotes, we have built keyboards, we have built switches on the wall, and all is ending up in that humans need to adapt to technology, and rather than technology adapts to human. We believe that voice could really be a game changer in this, because it's a much more natural, and people are talking to each other since a couple of thousand of years, and everybody learns that when he gets one or two. That's why we believe voice is the really next major disruption. And we hear that also from our customers. People love the Echo. We have more than 40,000 reviews giving the Echo 4.4 star rating, which is awesome. And that's why we believe that someday voice will be everywhere. So it's in the car, it's in your home, in your kitchen, in the living room, in other rooms to control your smart home. And we believe that also voice will be available in hotels and on other places. Jeff Bezos a while back said the most radical innovation are those who empower others to be creative. That's why we not only built Alexa as the voice service in the cloud, we also built two frameworks around this. On the one hand, we have the Alexa voice service SDK, which enables third parties to integrate Alexa into their own hardware and build their own devices. If you have seen announcement at IFA, there have been a lot of announcements of other loudspeakers, of car manufacturers, of fridges, and so on, integrating Alexa in the future. On the other hand, we built a second framework, which is called the Alexa Skill Kit, which empowers third parties to build skills and extend the capability of Alexa with their creativity. Let me close with a short video. Thanks again. I'm very happy to be nominated in this category as Amazon. And see you. Thank you.
Alexa, alarm off. Alexa, what's on the calendar today?
You have 12 events scheduled.
Alexa, call me an Uber.
Your Uber will arrive in 2 minutes.
Alexa, what's the weather like today?
There's a 100% chance of showers.
Alexa, pair my Bluetooth speaker.
Okay, paired.
Alexa, it's time to reorder some paper towels.
Okay, order placed.
And Alexa, play my garage music.
Playing your garage playlist from Prime Music.
Alexa, play some jazz.
Playing smooth jazz from Prime Music.
Alexa, who's this?
This is Picnic Basket by Low Tone.
Alexa, turn that up.
Alexa, ask Domino's to send me my last order.
Okay, order placed.
Hey, isn't that Jason Schwartzman?
No, that's not him. I would know if that was him.
I'm pretty sure it's him.
Okay, Alexa, who stars in Mozart in the Jungle?
Stars include Malcolm McDowell, Jason Schwartzman.
Ha! See? I was right.
Alexa, change the bedroom temperature to 65 degrees.
Okay,
Alexa, lights off.
okay.
Alexa, good night.
Good night. Sleep tight.
Thanks a lot. Wake up again. We proceed with our next finalist, Sigfox, and Vincent Sabo, please come on stage. Here's the clicker and the microphone.
Thank you. Good evening to everybody. It's a great pleasure to be with you for this cool event in this very nice place. My name is Vincent. I'm in charge of a business in Europe for Sigfox. Let me start first with where we started. So, what was our vision in 2010 when we founded Sigfox? We're obviously in the space of Internet of Things, and we wanted to connect billions of objects and get the data of these objects, of the sensors, into the cloud. Well, we found out with the current technologies, the cellular technologies, this is going to be expensive. This is going to take a lot of energy. And we went to a first disruption, create an ultra-low-cost, ultra-low-energy technology that will really permit, that will really enable startups, companies, corporates, cities, consumers to connect objects and bring data into the cloud. And basically, we have been pioneering this new field of a low-power wide area network. So building a technology that will allow to get this data over a wide area network on a country base, on a global base, and bring the data into the cloud. Well, we have made some progress. As you can see from these figures in the meanwhile, we raised 300 million euro. We get now to 375 people. We are present in 34 countries. We are heading to 60 countries by early next year. We have hundreds of customers of all kinds. And there's one thing they enjoy, and this is why we made, I guess, the right decision, not just to sell the technology. We are selling the network. We are selling a global service with a unique service level agreement to permit companies or organizations or individuals to collect data and bring them into the cloud at a cost which is 20, 30, 40 times less than, let's say, traditional technologies. And this is really bringing like big corporates like Bosch or Air Liquide now to work with us on a global basis and to use this technology to enable their own digital transformation or the launch of their smart products. The third disruption, and this is very important, we believe in openness, we believe in collaboration, we believe in complementarity. And really to push the power of the low cost, the low energy, we have decided that to build our technology in a product will be free. Any industrial, any product maker, any startup can build Sigfox in the product. It's free. We don't ask royalties, there is no license. Well, of course, we have to earn some money. We'll have the money from the connectivity, that's the specificity of our business model. But at least to bring the technology, the object is free. And this is creating great momentum. We have now, I would say, close to 500 companies who build Sigfox into the product in all kind of use case, in all kind of industry. It can be in the logistics, it can be for utilities, it can be for smart agricultures, it can be for smart cities. We're seeing really this explosion at this momentum, and this is very, very exciting. And this is going to be my last word. I'm trying really to keep up with the 3 minutes. And it shows that this capability is there. I mean, as a startup, and we are now 355 people, it's a big startup, but it's still a startup, at least in the mind. We're getting now big companies to trust us, like Airbus is now using Sigfox, and it's a live project, is using Sigfox to monitor, track and trace their spare parts among all their factories in Europe. And this is a very interesting project where we see a rapid progress and a very strong interest of industry to work with Sigfox and really to make the IoT a big success. That's it from my side. Thank you.
Thanks a lot. Oh. So coming to the last and third finalist of category business model, which is Vorwerk, and I'll welcome Markus Doppelfeld on stage to tell about the future of cooking. You need?
Yes, I do.
We are well known all around the world, but everywhere a little bit differently. Across Germany and the rest of Europe, we are synonymous with superior household appliances, thanks to our Kobold vacuum cleaners and the Thermomix kitchen appliance. Our Twerx power tools additionally enrich the German do-it-yourself market. With Lux Asia Pacific, we bring our philosophy and experience in direct selling to bear in the Asian market. And with Jafra Cosmetics, we are one of the largest producers and direct sellers of high-quality cosmetics and skincare in North and South America. But many of you may not know that our roots lie in manufacturing high-end carpets and floor coverings, a business we are still in today. With AKF Bank, we are also a reliable finance partner to small and medium-sized companies. And our sister company, Hectus, is engaged in the facility management business not only in Germany, but across Europe. So anyone looking down on us from above will see a diversified and global corporate group With 3.1 billion euros in revenues, almost 12,000 employees, and more than 500,000 independent sales partners in over 70 countries. And they may wonder, what exactly do a vacuum cleaner and a lipstick have in common? And how do carpets and a bank fit into the portfolio of a company that positions itself today as a specialist in the development, production, and sale of superior household appliances and cosmetics? The best way to find the answers to these questions is to visit Wuppertal, our headquarters, and the very heart of our family-owned company. We have been family-owned from day one in 1883, when Karl and Adolf Vorwerk founded the company. And we are still family-owned today, with managing partners basing their decisions on what's right for the company, without being influenced by stock fluctuations or short-lived market trends. All those years, we have been following one premise, striving for exceptional quality. And to be exceptional, we work to make absolutely sure that not one bit of that aspiration can be lost along the way from the lab to our customer's living room. For decades now, we have also put our faith in a sales model that relies above all on people. On people who take their time to give guidance and to engage in dialogue with our customers so that we can ensure a perfect product experience before, during, and after making a purchase. Family, responsibility, quality orientation, and the desire to offer the customer an incomparable product experience. These are the values that can even unite a home cleaning system, a lipstick, a kitchen appliance, power tools, carpets, and a bank. Welcome to Vorwerk.
You're done? Okay. Okay, seriously.
Okay. My name is Markus Doppelfeld, and I'm very honored to represent Vorwerk here as a finalist in the category of business model. Very quickly on Vorwerk, you understand that we have been a direct sales business for over 100 years, and since 1930 selling our products in the private homes of our customers. And apparently the Thermomix has been or has become the flagship product in recent years. This very model, the TM5, has been sold over 3 million times in the past 2 years, engaging a large community out there. With the cookie that you see to the side of it, we've enabled the product with Wi-Fi, becoming it an IoT product, and producing an ecosystem around it, including a recipe platform with thousands of recipes, a community site, engaging over 2 million fans around the Thermomix. So having said that, and with the only a few minutes available, I'm very honored to be in this very category. Thank you so much.
Thanks a lot. So, well, stay here. Markus Doppelfeld, just stay on stage. So I would like to ask all three finalists to come on stage because, well, of course, we have to announce the winner in this category. So well, the winner in the category business model is Amazon. Congratulations for this leap in speech interaction and artificial intelligence. And of course, the award. You can say a few words. Yes, sure.
Thank you. This is a great honor for a couple of thousand people and colleagues worldwide making Alexa smarter every day. And I want to close with one sentence, which is the motto at Amazon. So it's just day one. And I think this counts double for Alexa. So stay tuned. What's next?
Thank you very much. So getting. Oh, sorry. Vincent, thanks a lot for being here, joining us, and good luck for the future.
Thank you.
And for work, for next nice meals, the future. Thanks to all of you.
Thank you.
we're proceeding directly to the next category, technology. Again, we'll see a short video of all the companies in this category, and then the 3 finalists will appear on stage. Show the video, please. So, welcome on stage the first of 3 finalists in the category business model, technology, which is Amsilk, and these guys are joining me on stage, please. You need a clicker. Ach so, genau.
Good evening. Good evening, everybody. I'm Jens Klein, the CEO of Amsilk. Thank you to Technology Review, also in the name of the team, for being the finalist in the category technology. I'm happy to introduce you briefly to Amsilk. With our products, we are disrupting several industries and thereby our everyday life. We are offering natural high-performance solutions to industries which have been so far dependent on pollutive crude oil derivatives or animal-derived products. We are tapping here into multi-billion markets with our products. How? We take the best high-performance evolutions of nature and produce them via industrial biotechnology. And I'm showing you a short video of our textiles division, where you can see how we produce our high-performance fiber biosteel and bring it to the market. So together with Adidas, we have presented the first biodegradable high-performance running shoe a couple of months ago in New York, made out of biosteel, the material you've just seen here. We have two other business divisions, MedTech and Personal Care, where we are very successful commercially already. For example, in our cosmetics divisions, we have already launched with international partners more than 20 product lines using our silk, and more to come basically on a weekly basis. We're very proud of it, very small company, and we're happy to be here. Thank you for being nominated. Thank you.
Thanks a lot. So the next finalist, Quenergy, please, Louis Daddy, come on stage and tell us what you do.
Thank you very much.
You the clicker?
Yes. I'd like to thank the Technology Review and everyone at Quanergy who made the current, the current very exciting situation possible at the company. At Quanergy, we do LiDAR, which is really a laser-based 3D sensor that has become the capable eyes of autonomous vehicles, but it's also been used in a number of applications that I'm going to talk about. There's really you could say, a revolution going on in the world of 3D sensing and perception that's enabling a smart IoT. We make solid-state LiDARs, and before I spend much more time telling you about LiDAR, let me show you what one looks like. Maybe you've seen some LiDARs that are much larger, the big, coffee can-sized LiDARs, maybe on the Google car and such. This is a completely solid-state LiDAR that can be embedded in any part of the vehicle. In the mirror, it can be embedded in the bumper behind the grille, and really the core of it is a small silicon chip that does the beam forming and steering. Basically, it can send the laser beam in any direction, and it can focus. It has zoom in, zoom out capability. The company is almost 5 years old. We started in October 2012. Raised 3 rounds. We're working on an IPO at this stage. Things are moving very quickly. We were founded in Silicon Valley, but right now we have a global presence. Our Germany office is in Munich. And we support 4 pillars. Really, the main application is automotive. It's autonomous vehicles. And one of our early supporters and investors and customers is Daimler. But we've been able to use the same technology to support security applications, whether it's the smart home, smart cities, all the way to smart borders. Also in factory automation, as well as in 3D mapping from the air with drones and for terrestrial mapping. There have been many advances that allowed 3D sensing and perception possible. LiDAR is one of them. The advances in really high-end and very capable artificial intelligence software, and very high-performance, low-cost processors. So together they support building some really advanced smart systems that allow us to provide smart solutions such as autonomous vehicles and smart IoT. First, we built a mechanical LiDAR because it was easy to build and allowed us to develop the software. Then we moved on quickly to our main product, the solid-state LiDAR. In the future, the entire solid-state LiDAR, since all the chips inside this product are based on silicon CMOS and are very low cost. By the way, most LiDARs cost between $8,000 and $200,000. This is a $250 LiDAR in volume. So this allows the broad adoption of LiDAR in many applications. This is going to be not only in every vehicle, but also in every appliance in the home and so on. Ultimately, all the chips inside this LiDAR, which it has an emitter, a receiver, and a processor. Since they're all based on silicon CMOS, they will all become a single chip. And the entire LiDAR will be, as you see in Gen 3, a single chip, which can be embedded in a cell phone, in wearables, and so on. And this is my last slide, just to show some of the partners we can talk about publicly, with Daimler being one of our earliest supporters, Renault, Nissan, Hyundai, Kia in the automotive space, as well as Delphi and Sensata also in automotive. But then, as you can see, we also have partners in terrestrial mapping, civil maps, aerial mapping, LiDAR USA. Koito is another automotive supplier like Delphi. And in the processing, we work with both NVIDIA and NXP. So thank you very much. We appreciate your consideration.
Thank you very much. Coming to the last finalist of category technology. Welcome Volocopter and Alex Sosa on stage.
Hello, Robert. Thank you. So, my name is Alex. I'm the founder of Volocopter, and we invented a personal aircraft. And it's for me a big honor to be here as a finalist, but also here 4 years ago in this room, we made the worldwide presentation of our first two-seater, and it was here on the ceiling, and it's a part of the video you see now. So it's a short part of the video. So it's an honor to be here at the same stage than 4 years ago in another event. Okay, so you can start the video. So in 2011, we made history with that. That was the first all-electric vertical takeoff and landing flight in the history of human with a human on board. This was our proof of concept, and that was the start of the company, because we have shown that it's possible to fly with this technology. This is now the scene I told before that is here, and we put it here on the ceiling for that. So in the next year, we developed that two-seater and bring this aircraft to certification. So this is the first manned flight of a two-seater multicopter personal air vehicle, and it's with a license to fly all over Germany. So we have a license from the authority to fly all over Germany. This is one of the biggest tasks or things we aimed. And this year, we launched our new model, and we are producing one after the other. So in the background, you see the old one. In the front, this is a new serial model. And we announced also that we will use this serial model not only as a personal helicopter in sports aviation for everybody to use and easy scale now, we will use it also as a full autonomous air vehicle. And the aim is, in the end, to have a complete ecosystem in the mega cities of the world where you can, on demand, you can catch a volocopter and you don't need any license. So it comes, lands at a port in your near, and you use it like a taxi. And we are also starting this year with our test phase in Dubai, and you will hear this year some new news of us when we present the first flight in the city of Dubai in front of the skyline. So we are really happy to be in these times, and these are some impressions of what the future will bring us with the volocopters. And this is also the end of my presentation. And this is also a startup event. And in the startup event, I will tell you, we are hiring. We need a lot of nice, young, and talented people. So if you want to be at a really hot startup and then come to us and work with us.
Thanks a lot. And if you want to book a flight, ask him. He has 2 seats. 2 seats in each volocopter. So please come on stage, all the other finalists, and we're announcing the winner in this category. Center, yeah, that's the perfect introduction, because the winner of this category is Canergy. Congratulations for Smart Center. It's a huge market. I give you, yes, but I give you this for your office. And congratulations for you, finalists, getting this one for, I don't know how much you have already. And to you, congratulations.
Thank you very much.
No problem. Great talk. Thanks a lot. So we're proceeding directly to the next category, which is newcomer. And again, we show a short video with all the companies in this category, and then 3 finalists will appear on stage presenting their ideas. Please show the video. Welcome on stage the first finalist in this category, Oxford PV and Christian Langen. Either clicker and...
Thank you, Robert. Thank you for the opportunity to briefly introduce Oxford PV to you. We're a spin-off from Oxford University, and what we do is we develop a next generation of solar photovoltaic technology that will help, as you wrote in your nice introduction, to make solar really dirt cheap. Now, there are 2 key ways of innovating in solar cells. The most important one we've seen recently is just driving costs down through scale. But the other one, equally important, is increasing efficiency. The technology that's currently leading the market, or most commonly used, is at about 22% of efficiency that has been built up over hard work in 30 years of innovation. It's multi-crystalline silicon. That's dominating a market that this year probably will, for the first time, break the $100 billion limit, and this has about 70% of that market. Now, we're young, we're a startup. We haven't really done these 30 years yet, because we thought we can do better anyway. There is a better way of doing this. That's why we're here. So Professor Henry Snaith of Oxford University, he found out that if you put a particular new material class, the so-called perovskites, to the sun, they generate electricity. Perovskites have been known to the world for about 100 years, more than 100 years, but never really in their solar application. So Henry tried this out and saw that it can be done quite quickly and improved very rapidly. This is what we do. As a company, we're university and venture-backed, well-funded, about 100 people in the UK and Germany mostly. That's actually Henry Snaith, the professor up there on the picture, in his favorite place, the university lab. And what we aim now is to make that next step as the first people on the planet to go from laboratory to factory. To achieve this, we're partnering with industry leaders on the one side, and on the other side, we've acquired a site to match our ambitions. Not too far from here, about 80 kilometers, in Brandenburg an der Havel, we purchased a former Bosch solar site and have hired a team there already and are growing a business from there. So I would invite you to take a closer look at oxfordpv.com and see what we're doing. And if you have any questions, come see me tonight. Thank you very much for the nomination, and keep innovating.
Great, perfect on time. Congratulations. So just proceeding to write the next finalist, which is, sorry, Desktop Metal, of course. And welcome on stage, Jonah Meyerberg and his approach to metal 3D printing. Glad to have you here.
Thank you, Robert. So first of all, it's an honor to be recognized by the Technology Review as one of the 50 most innovative companies of 2017. Thank you very much. It's an honor to be on the same stage as a lot of these amazing companies that we're seeing tonight. And it's a pleasure for me to be here to present Desktop Metal to you. So Desktop Metal was founded in 2015 with the mission to democratize metal 3D printing, to bring it to the masses. And since then, we have assembled a very strong team of investors, engineers, professors, and a patent portfolio. Now, metal 3D printing was born many years ago, but it evolved in very much the wrong direction. So to form Desktop Metal and to redirect the course of evolution, we reached out to the most innovative people that we knew. A number of professors, leaders in material science, metallurgy, software, and robotics. A lot from the University of MIT in Boston. And in 2 years, we launched 2 revolutionary platforms, the studio system and the production system. Instead of stumbling through more slides, I prepared a video for you that explains better what we do. Please enjoy it.
Metal 3D printing could change much of the world around us if it was fast enough and cheap enough for mass production. Introducing the production system, powered by single-pass jetting. At up to 100 times faster than laser-based systems, it's the first metal 3D printing solution for mass production. It works by combining 2 powder spreaders and 1 print unit into a single-pass system to both spread metal powder and print. Unlike existing metal 3D printing, there is no wasted motion with single-pass jetting. A single pass starts in the powder spreader, where a metering system deposits metal powder, and a compacting system forms a layer, as thin as a human hair. The print bar follows, jetting droplets of a binding agent. Millions are jetted per second, binding metal powder to form high-resolution layers. Anti-sintering agents are then deposited, making it possible for supports to fall off after sintering, saving hours of post-processing. Once the layer is dried, the process repeats itself. Single-pass jetting is bidirectional. We combined all the necessary steps for printing into a single pass, so that whenever there is movement, there is printing. This makes it possible to print parts in minutes instead of hours. Once printed, the brown parts are densified in a microwave-enhanced furnace. It combines conventional heating with microwaves to speed up sintering. A closed-loop thermal control system regulates temperatures in real time as parts are heated to just below their melting point. Binder is removed, and metal particles are fused to form a dense solid. The production system is cloud-connected. Sophisticated software manages the entire workflow with profiles that are tuned to every build and material, from the printer to the furnace, delivering dense metal parts. The result is sheer throughput. In the time it takes laser-based processes to produce just 12 impellers, Desktop Metal's single-pass jetting technology would have produced over 500. To date, metal 3D printing has been too expensive and too slow to change the world around us. At up to 100 times faster than existing technologies, The production system unlocks the cost per part needed for mass production. For the first time, it's possible to go to market with metal 3D printing.
Great, congratulations, that was it. So our last finalist in this category, a warm welcome to Roman Zick from Holoplot and his precise audio system. Welcome. You need?
Yeah, I need
this.
this.
Great.
Hi everyone, my name is Roman. I'm the CEO of Holoplot. And first of all, I have great news because this year we grew by 100% our employer base. So we moved from 5 employees to 10. So we have been 5 employees for the last 6 years. So what are we doing? Basically, we are solving one of the biggest problems in audio technology. So what is the biggest problem in audio technology? Well, it's pretty much what we always also experience here, that sound or audio travels in any direction and you cannot control it, right? And it loses a lot of energy over distance. This is just the general physics we have with loudspeakers today. Why is it like this? Because every source creates a spherical wave that bursts out in every direction and loses a lot of energy, as you can see, over 100 meters, around 50 dBs. We at Holoplot, we say that we transmit sound similar to light. So in comparison to conventional systems, our system can create different types of audio wavefronts, which can be way more efficient than a traditional sound wave. So our types of systems can create, for example, a planar wave. A planar wave has the big advantage that its surface doesn't increase, so it stays constant, which means that the energy that goes into that wave stays very constant over distance. This is why we, on 100 meters, only lose 5 dB, and our sound fields are very, very confined and can be directed in any direction. So what are our basic features? I don't want to go too much into details, but if this would be our kind of sound array, what we could do is we could create a planar audio wave that goes into one direction with very, very constant volume so that everyone on that level has the same volume, whether you're 5 centimeters in front of the speaker or whether you're 50 meters away. At the same time, from the same speaker, we could also create a different type of wavefront with different content in a different direction with the same effects. So this side of the room could hear me in English, while this side of the room could hear me in German at the same time from the same system. And on top of that, we can create a different type of wavefront, which is a focus point, which means at a certain location in this room, we can combine all the energy of that sound wave, which means only at that specific seat you will hear the sound and you will hear the most volume, while on other seats you won't hear it. And this basically gives you a lot of flexibility and creativity on what you can do with sound today, which you could never do in the past. So instead of what we saw before, this could be a new simulation on where we only project sound to where the audience really sits, and we ignore reflections, which usually lead to a very large loss in quality. And besides that, we can also distribute different types of content to the audience wherever they sit. So what's our product? Basically, we have 2 hardware components. We have an audio module, which is around 90 centimeters times 50 centimeters. The system is completely scalable. You can scale it from 1 module up to 64, which is all controlled by a small control unit. We have a software component on 2 interfaces, tablet and expert interface, from which you have all the creativity on control your sound beams. What are our use cases? First, we are focusing on the market of speech, because speech is always a big problem with intelligibility. So we're going for corporate events, trade shows, retail. We are in a partnership with Deutsche Bahn because we are solving acoustics at train stations. I think I don't have to explain this use case. We are going into entertainment because we can change the acoustics of rooms, of complex environments. And finally, we are going into the market of concerts, where we can do outdoor concerts where the sound is only limited to the festival audience. We won the South by Southwest Interactive Innovation Award this year in the US, so we're very proud of that. And that's it. Thank you very much.
Great, yeah. Just keep it safe. Great technology. Welcome on stage again. 3 finalists. Roman is here. Join us again. And the winner is... I know it. You know it as well? I know it as well. It's Holoplot. Congratulations for Roman. Oh, getting this award. And another one after South by Southwest. And Desktop Metal, great, congratulations. And we hear from you, from BMW Corporation and Oxford PV. Congrats again. Great. So there's still one more category, social responsibility. We say, okay, environmental benefits, social benefits, medical benefits. And again, we prepared a short introductory video with all the companies in there, and then the finalists will be on stage. Please start the video. The first finalist of this category, Gerhard Jäger from Covestro. Where is, oh, there he is. Covestro, sustainable chemistry. You need a clicker and? Yes. No.
This one?
Yep.
Yeah. Thank you very much and good evening. At first, I ask you to imagine a world without plastics or polymers. But to be honest, this is really hard to imagine because you may have a smartphone in your pocket that's made out of polymers, or by the way, you're also really sitting currently on polymer foam. So polymers are everywhere in our daily life, and one of the biggest polymer producers in the world is Covestro. Covestro was founded 2 years ago as a carve-out of the Bayer family in Leverkusen. And by the way, we're really happy to be here today because we also call ourselves a startup somehow with a history of almost 100 years. At Covestro, we're constantly trying to push boundaries. And one of our main aims is to save fossil resources for future generations. Because chemical industry today mainly depends on crude oil. And a part of this crude oil is used to synthesize aniline. And during this production, CO2 is emitted. However, aniline is absolutely needed. It's an all-rounder and used for different applications, such as insulation, pharmaceuticals, or paints. So at Covestro, we started with a really bold vision 5 years ago. We said, we want to produce aniline from plant biomass, not using crude oil anymore. And since plants take up CO2 from the atmosphere, we would be able to finally close the carbon loop. So this was a bold idea. However, we really started with a white piece of paper. And to fill this white piece of paper, we first identified bio-based feedstocks that are available on the planet and would not harm the food chain. We modeled different reaction pathways to convert the bio-based feedstock into aniline. And then we went into the lab and did something really innovative for the chemical industry because we combined two worlds. The world of biotechnology that works at mild conditions in a very selective way, and the world of chemistry that's highly efficient and proven at large scale. With this combination, we were finally able to engineer a fully new process that allowed us to produce the base chemical aniline from bio-based sources. And by the way, I'm still thrilled when looking at this slide because for me as a scientist, there's nothing more fantastic or innovative than starting really from scratch with a white piece of paper. At the end, it's all about people, and I really believe in this phrase. And here I would like to thank our partners that are also in the audience today, who bring in their core expertise to make this technology as a success. And now the vision becomes reality. With this technology, we're able to synthesize 100% bio-based aniline. We save fossil resources for future generations because we do not need any drop of benzene anymore, of fossil benzene. And if the whole chemical industry would apply this technology for aniline production, we would save the CO2 emissions of 4 million people per year, and this is bigger than the size of Berlin. So, thank you very much. It's an honor to be here.
So come to the next finalist, Katera. Please come on stage, Markus Brehler, and his approach to decentralized energy and the storage problem. Welcome.
Thank you for nominating Katera for this award. Good evening, Berlin. Less than 20 years ago, there were less than approximately 1,000 electrical power stations in Germany, supplying the electrical power to 35 million households and all the commercial users. Now, today in 2017, we have around 2 million power producers. Most of them are prosumers. And I think 10 years or latest 20 years from now, we will have more than 20 million power producers. And that is not just the energy transition, the Energiewende. It's not the important move from fossils to renewables. This is as well democratizing energy and giving power and control to the people. So in what we are contributing here as Katera, we build the operating system for this distributed energy world. We do this in a way that we turn homes into power plants. If you add to a home per se is just a power consumer. If you add a rooftop PV system, you can feed in power and consume part of that power with your home appliances. But as you all know, the rooftop PV system just produces power when the sun shines, not always when you consume power. So what we do, we add a powerful storage system and a powerful controller to the system. We network the whole thing through a private internet connection and create a large storage power plant. And with that power plant, we can not only supply the home appliances around the clock and around the year, but as well serve to stabilize the electrical grid in Germany, which will get more and more critical with more and more renewables. And we do this with a system that has a central control. We call it our emission control. We have a secure network communication, and we have a smart controller in our devices, in our storage system. We call them the Katera Sonne. We have built this and deployed this in 3-digit homes in southern Germany, mostly in Bavaria. Just ordinary residential homes. We introduced a system of 20 kilowatt of electrical power and 20 kilowatt hours and combine this to a megawatt power plant that is able to supply the German transmission system operators, the guys with the high voltage grid, and as well supply the households with all of their electrical power. And right now we are growing our company and scaling this up to all of Germany and looking forward to a democratic energy transition. Thank you.
So the last category finalist today, Cyber9, welcome Uwe Brockmann on stage.
Thank you very much. I make it a little bit different. I make it in German. Meine Damen und Herren, die Ausgangslage bei uns ist immer die gleiche. Die Patienten wachen auf der Intensivstation auf, nach einem Unfall beispielsweise. Der Arzt kommt und sagt Ihnen, Sie sind mit dem Leben davongekommen, aber Sie sind leider querschnittgelähmt. Das heißt, es war bis jetzt immer so, dass das für den Patienten bedeutete, Rollstuhl, nicht mobil zu sein, gebunden zu sein, auf fremde Hilfe angewiesen zu sein. Und wir haben uns dieses Problems angenommen und das möchte ich Ihnen ganz gerne vorstellen. Wir haben ein neuromuskuläres Feedback-System entwickelt, einen Roboteranzug, ein Exoskelett. Das funktioniert grob gesagt so, das Hirn sendet Signale an den Muskel. Es gibt bei den meisten querschnittgelähmten Patienten noch Restfunktionen, die über die Haut mit Elektroden detektiert werden können. Die Elektroden auf der Haut nehmen diese Signale, die über die Muskel, über die Haut aufgenommen werden, auf. Das HAL-System, Hybrid Assistive Limb, liest dieses Signal, setzt es um in Bewegung. Das heißt, das ist jetzt hier schematisch dargestellt, der Patient, der querschnittgelähmte Patient mit gewissen Restfunktionen, aber auch zum Beispiel der MS-Patient, der Schlaganfallpatient, ist in der Lage, wenn die Voraussetzungen stimmen, wieder sich zu bewegen, sich wieder autonom zu bewegen, ohne fremde Hilfe und viel, viel stärker wieder am alltäglichen Leben teilzuhaben. Ich habe Ihnen einige Beispiele mitgebracht, die das Ganze verdeutlichen. Links, 35 Jahre alter Patient, Dachdecker, vom Dach gefallen, ein inkompletter Querschnitt. Mit Mühe und Not, mit großer Mühe war er in der Lage, sich am Rollator zu bewegen mit einer Therapeutin. Sie sehen das Ganze. Nach 3 Monaten war er, wie Sie auf dem anderen Chart sehen, in der Lage, so schnell mit Gehstützen zu gehen. Ich denke, das spricht für sich, da kann ich auch nicht viel zu erklären. Das sind einfach beeindruckende Erfolge, die wir dabei haben. Anderes Beispiel, 46 Jahre alter Patient, auch ein inkompletter Querschnitt, war ein Wegeunfall, er ist mit dem Motorrad zur Arbeit gefahren im Sommer und hatte leider Pech. Er ist übersehen worden und er kann von Glück sagen, dass er überhaupt noch lebt. Sie sehen, wie schwer er sich getan hat, mit einem Rollator diese 10 Meter Gehstrecke, die da rot markiert ist, zu überwinden und wie wirklich beeindruckend gut er nach 3 Monaten Therapie wieder unterwegs war. Das heißt, wir haben unsere Therapie so aufgebaut, dass wir intensiv trainieren mit dem System. Niemand wird bewegt mit unserem System, sondern wissentlich bewegen diese Menschen mithilfe des Roboteranzuges sich selber. Und die Erfolge geben uns recht. Wir versuchen das gerade beim gemeinsamen Bundesausschuss hier in Berlin als normale Krankenkassenleistung durchzubekommen. Das ist ziemlich schwierig, aber wir bleiben am Ball. Noch ganz kurz, wir haben auch wissenschaftliche Ergebnisse im Gepäck. Wir reduzieren mit diesem Vorteil an Mobilität den Hilfsmitteleinsatz. Die Spastiken der Patienten, der gelähmten Patienten werden deutlich verbessert. Solche Banalitäten wie Blasen- und Darmfunktion, kardiale Situation wird deutlich verbessert. Der neuropathische Schmerz lässt deutlich nach und wir haben eine verbesserte Haussensibilität. Das sind alles Vorteile, die wissenschaftlich evident basiert ausgewertet worden sind. Ich danke Ihnen für die Aufmerksamkeit und wünsche der Veranstaltung noch einen guten Verlauf. Danke.
Thank you very much. So just stay on stage because he's in a little bit of a hurry, he has to get his taxi to get back to Bochum. So please come on stage, all the other 2 finalists in this category. And getting the winner in this category. And the category winner this time is Cyberdyne. Congratulations for this great medical system, which apparently gives a lot of hope to a lot of people again. Congratulations. Katera, congratulations for and quite successful for this. And Covestro, yeah. Thanks. So, we are on the last part of this evening, which is the most innovative company 2017. And there's one thing I will say before, it will not be a company which you have seen on stage. So it's a completely new candidate, and the video shows who it is. Welcome on stage, Jaap from NVIDIA. Say a few words. Yeah, sure.
Thank you. Thank you very much. We're very honored. Introduce myself. I'm responsible for the European market. I had a couple of startups myself, so I understand how it is. And working for NVIDIA is working for probably the biggest startup ever. We have 10,000 people, but we act like a startup. I just want to say that. We have a warm heart for startups. We invest hugely in research, in education, and startups. And I know that we invest also in Berlin, in working with you guys together, as I believe, and we believe, AI will be the next industrial revolution. It will change so much. It will be the new next compute model. Everyone knows us from gaming. The fact that we were successful there, it's almost the same what we do with deep learning and AI. That's why we are so good at it. And we're not good only because of the technology, but also because of the software. We understand all frameworks. And I just leave it to here because I can speak hours about it. We know so many customers. So many customers here today also presenting their innovative products, a lot of them driven by AI, by using GPU technology. And I feel very happy to work for this company. I want to close by saying, in a couple of weeks, 5 weeks, we have our development event in München, the GTC. We expect 5,000 people there. I invite you to come. Our CEO will give a keynote. I wish you lots of success. Please contact us if you need our help. We're here to help you and to work together with the startups. Thank you very much, and thank you very much for this beautiful prize.
Right, don't worry. Thanks a lot. Yeah, contact him. The major player in AI. Coming from gaming, getting the award, won a silver one and a certificate.
Thank you.
Thank you very much.
Thank you.
So, we are done. Thanks for listening, thanks for joining, thanks for applauding, thanks to all the companies present their ideas. I liked it pretty much, I hope you did as well. And stay until the end because it's still on a big party still happening here.